Hi guys, this is Karthik Arora. In this video, I'll be discussing the next problem. This is rectangle cutting. This is really an interesting problem. You can try reading the problem on your own and try to solve it, and then I will explain it in my words. So the problem says that you're given with a rectangle of the size A cross B, so length and breadth, and you want to cut it into, you want to make cuts in the rectangle so that finally all you're left with is a bunch of squares. Okay, and here is how you can cut the rectangle. So given this particular rectangle of the length A and B, okay, so this is your rectangle. Here is the possible cuts that you can make. In one operation you can cut this rectangle into two similar rectangles. Okay, yeah, so you can make a cut like this, and this will be rectangle 1, rectangle 2. You can cut your rectangle using vertical lines, or you can cut them using vertical lines. So if you cut it using a vertical line, it's going to be something like this. Also, you have to make sure that the after the cut, your rectangle will be broken down into two smaller rectangles. Both of those rectangles must have integer length and breadths. Okay, so let's try and solve this thing. Let me just try and solve this sample input. I don't think I'll be able to, but let me try. So this thing is 3, this thing is 5. Somehow it is possible to make exactly 3 cuts and end up having only rectangles. Okay, so I'll use some kind of intelligence. Maybe if I make a cut here so that this becomes 3 cross 3, so I'll be done with this guy. Okay, as soon as you end up at a square, you don't need to cut it further because all you want in the end is a bunch of squares. So here I'll be left with, if this length was 3, this is going to be 2 and 3. So I'm left with a rectangle in which one side is 2 and the other is 3. And what about this? I could make a cut here and I'll be left with a 2 cross 2 and still a 1 cross 2 piece. Right, this piece is going to be 2 here, 1 here. So I'm still left with this piece. And I could make one final cut here, and you can see that after 3 cuts I'll be having 3 pieces, 3 cross 3, 2 cross 2, and 2 pieces of the size 1 cross 1. Okay, I'm quite happy that I was able to actually prove the answer for this, or actually get the answer for this thing. Okay, so that's the idea here. You have to make either horizontal or vertical cuts, making sure that the resulting rectangles are also having integer lengths and breadths. And this way you have to find what is the minimum number of cuts to actually cut your initial rectangle into a bunch of squares. What is the minimum number of cuts that you have to find? So what you can do is you can try solving it on your own and then move towards the solution. So I'm going to imagine this thing something like this. I have this guy rectangle here. It has this length A and this breadth B. Okay. And imagine that I'm going to cut this guy using a vertical line. So if I cut this rectangle using a vertical line, I have many different points. Okay, I could choose to cut it here, here, and so until here. Basically the point here is that since I want to make sure that, so the lengths of both these rectangles are going to remain A. Okay, this is also going to be A. All I want to make sure is that the vertical cut, I end up with a portion B minus I here and a portion I here. Both these must be integers. Okay, that is given in the question, that the after the cut you should have integer lengths and breadths. So basically I could vary my I could be 1, it could be 2, it could be even hit here, and I could be B minus 1 also. So these are the only possibilities of making a cut if I am making a this vertical cut. Okay, so for vertical cut I have B minus 1 options, and of course I'm going to try them all. Among all, whichever is the best, I will choose that. So we saw that for vertical cuts we have B minus 1 options. We will be trying them all out, and whichever of the way gives me the smaller answer, that is going to be my final answer. But what if the better answer is achieved when I make a vertical cut? So let's discuss that possibility also. So if I make a vertical cut, I have these a minus 1 options. I'm going to end up with two rectangles. Both of those rectangles will be having a breadth b, that is obvious. And these rectangles will be having heights a minus I and I respectively. Okay. So this I can be 1 and it can be so until a minus 1 also. These are the a minus 1 possible options for making the vertical cut. So with this intuition, let me move forward and define my DP state. I'm going to define my DP state as DP of a comma b, and this will be the minimum number of cuts you need to make. Minimum cuts required to cut a rectangle of size a cross b, to cut a rectangle of size a cross b of dimensions a cross b such that you end up with a bunch of squares. So that rectangle breaks down into a bunch of squares. Okay, so this will be my DP of a comma b. Let's discuss one more thing. First of all, what is going to be my final answer? So if the input rectangle had capital A and capital B as its dimension, my answer is obviously going to be DP of capital A capital B. The minimum cuts required to cut a rectangle of the input dimension into a bunch of squares. This was the exact question, right? So this will be my answer. Now I need to build a recurrence, but before that let's discuss a base case. What if my rectangle is already a square? So instead of a comma b, it's something like a comma a only. So in that case, obviously I don't need to make any cut, right? So DP of a comma a is going to be 0. Since you already have made the rectangle into a bunch of squares and the rectangle itself is a square. So I can say, okay, DP of a comma a is 0. Okay. So with this thing, let's try to build the recurrence now. If we are able to build it, we are done. So DP of a comma b, I want to minimize the number of cuts, overall number of cuts, so that I am able to make this square, make this rectangle into a bunch of squares. So let's try all the possible first cuts. Okay, let me try all the firstly I'll try all the vertical cuts. So if I make a vertical cut, I'll be left with two rectangles. One of the rectangle is going to be of the size a cross b minus I, whereas the other will be of size a cross I, right? If I make a vertical cut at some position, I will be left with these two rectangles, R1 and R2. And once I've made this cut, for making that cut, I'll be adding one operation, okay? And remaining, I would like to find out that what is the minimum number of cuts you need to make for this rectangle R1 to break into a bunch of squares, and similarly for R2 to break into a bunch of squares. And what is the minimum number of cuts in which I could make R1 into a bunch of squares? By definition, it is nothing but DP of a comma b minus I. And for this, the minimum cuts will be DP of a comma I. So if I make a vertical cut at a particular position I, my answer then will be 1 plus DP of b minus I, a comma b minus I, plus DP of a comma I. Right, these are the like if I make a vertical cut among all these i's, I will be choosing the minimum. Similarly, if I make a vertical cut, horizontal cut, first of all I'm doing one cutting operation since I'm making a cut, and breadth remains b, whereas length turns from a to a minus I and I. So 1 for the cutting operation plus DP of a minus I comma b, since breadth remains same, plus DP of I comma b. So I'll be trying out all the valid values of I Here all valid values of I are from 1 to b minus 1. Here valid values of I are from 1 to a minus 1. All the valid cuts, right? Among all these cutting options, whichever is the smallest, that is my dp of a comma b. And guys, that's all. Let me discuss the space and time complexities here. Space complexity will be a into b, the dimensions of the input rectangle. However, what about the overall time complexity? Will that also be big of a into b? No, that will not be, since I'm also making cuts here. Okay, for every state of my dp depends upon a plus b other states. So my overall complexity becomes, time complexity becomes ab into a plus b, and that's nothing but big O of ab into a plus b. It's ab square plus a squared b. So it's basically a cubic solution, whichever if you assume a equal to b, the solution is big O of a cube. Okay, so let me just code this thing. If you liked the video till here, do make sure that you subscribe and share. Also let me know in the comments if you find that something could have been better, or if you really like the explanation, I would love to get some appreciation for that. Alright, so I'll be implementing this guy that will return me the answer for a rectangle of size a cross b. So let me declare an array, dp array, that will store the answers. I will assume that my rectangle has the height equals to a, and height will start from 1. My rectangle's minimum height is going to be 1. Height less than, okay. My final answer will be stored at dp of a comma b, so I can return it and I'm done. Now I just need to fill the dp array. Okay, I will be filling it for all valid heights and all valid breadths. Width, okay, yeah, height equal to 1, height less than equal to a, height plus, okay. So let's think about a particular height and width rectangle. So if height and width are equal, then we discussed that the answer is going to be 0. Otherwise what? Otherwise we'll use our recurrences to evaluate the answer. I'll make all the possible cuts. Let's say my answer is, for now let me keep this to be something very high value. So something greater than a cross b. Let's just go for 1e8. Assume this to be infinite, okay? Now I'll be making all the possible cuts, and whichever gives me the smallest answer, that I will choose as my answer. First of all, let's try the vertical cuts. Yeah, so I'm making a vertical cut. I'll be left with 2 pieces. Answer will be minimum of answer comma 1 for the cut that I'm making. I'll be left with 2 rectangles. One rectangle will have the dimension height cross width minus I. Right, and the other rectangle will have the same height and the width I. Okay, so yeah, I've tried all the possible vertical cuts. Now I'll try all the possible horizontal cuts. So since I'm making a horizontal cut, my height is going to change. Height will become height minus I. Width will remain the same. And here I can say, okay, height, height, if one part of the height is equal to height minus I, the other part is I, and width still remains the same. At the end, return the answer. That's it. It should hopefully work. So let me try 3, 5. So that's pretty close, as you can see. So thanks for watching. Okay, let me just see what's the error here. It's not that close to assume it's correct. Okay, so I said solve and I came here. I said okay, height equals to width, then dp height width equal to 0. I guess I should evaluate these values beforehand. Okay, I should evaluate these values beforehand. Or do I need to do that? I don't think I need to do that. Okay, I never filled my DP array. That's the problem. At the end I need to fill the DP array also. Otherwise I will get any garbage value. Okay. So hopefully now this should work. Yep, I'm getting the correct answer. I'll try to submit. So guys, please do like, share and subscribe. It would really motivate me to make good content. Alright, so it got accepted. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.